It didn't pause my live. It completely cut me off. Sorry about that, folks. It completely cut me off. I paused the live. I did not chuck myself out of it. What's all that about? I'm back. I think. What the hell's going on? Right, okay. Right. Gensler news. As far as we're aware, Gensler resignation is a hoax. Hey, Steve the Power, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Let's just share this link again in the Discord because I think I lost some people. Every live, I'm having an episode. I'm having an issue. It's really weird, really weird. I don't understand why. Negged, welcome, buddy. Good to see you, Steve the Power. How are we doing? Yeah, we've got TikTok live back. We're all right, and you can see I've slightly improved it. We've got bigger links. We've got writing that moves, and I've got a revised target as well. So we're all good. Did Gensler quit? No, there's no confirmed source. The nearest I've got is that there's an unconfirmed source within the SEC. That to me says BS, because that's exactly what was said in August 2022. So no, as far as I'm concerned, Gensler has not resigned. He is still firmly in place. And if we search the news stories, there's no confirmation, there's no official source. It's just bull. So hopefully you can still see me. I can't see you. My TikTok studio is updating, so I'm gonna just follow you on my phone for now and see what's going on. So as you can see here on the screen, we've got Crypto Panic. This is a great source for all things news related. Let's just bang XRP in here. So fake rumors, XRP prices, bearish price action. Yeah, not a lot in here with regards to that. There's only one news article today, and it is saying that the rumors are fake. And luckily, a lot of the community are coming out saying it's fake as well. We've got to look for confirmed sources on these things. Gary Gensler would be the first SEC chair to ever resign within 2 years, and it's not looking likely. So, as much as we might want it to happen, it's not happening right now. So, no, it's not true. It's fake news. It might be what caused this initial pump, but the market's kind of like, hang on a minute, what's the source? So we're not seeing that at the moment. Do we have an AMA tonight? No AMA tonight. Now Tectum have come back and they've said they would like to rearrange, so I'm going to rearrange. But after a no-show, it does hurt the numbers, so we'll have to see what happens. They actually launch tomorrow at 5 p.m. anyway. So we'll have to see what happens there. I suspect they'll be very, 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 very busy. So we'll see. Phil, all good. Steve the Power Hut, you're naked. Brilliant. I could not get in last night. Could not find it. Yeah, negged. It never happened, buddy. So don't worry. There were supposed to be 2 people from the team. Both of them are a no-show. Apparently, they've never used Discord before, so they couldn't even get in, yet alone attend an AMA. So, hence, I think I'm going to offer things like Telegram and Twitter Spaces as an alternative. Although the Discord is great, if they're not familiar with it, we might as well just do it in Twitter and Telegram. We're all familiar with those platforms, and most of us have got them somewhere. Don't see a reason why he would. He's just a puppet. Yeah, and this is it. Gensler, there's no reason for him to resign now. He's come under fierce criticism many, many times. I'm not expecting him to quit at the moment. There's no reason for it. If you were starting from scratch with only 1K, where would I put it on? I mean, for me, I don't want to give financial advice. I do have my favorites that I am dollar cost averaging on. What I would say is find my TikTok from the other day where I confirm my top 5 altcoins that I'm investing into. It's not financial advice, but they are the ones I'm buying. I do always talk about them, so I will tell them to you. There's a YouTube in length as well that tells you why and my price expectations. But basically, you've got Moonbeam, Polkadot, MUX Protocol, Quant, and what's the other one? There's another one. Mine's gone blank. But yeah, check out the video. There's a short TikTok or there's a long YouTube. It's up to you which one you use. But yeah, go ahead, check that out. Right, I'm going to have to just use my phone to do the lives and the comments because my TikTok studio is updating and I can't see the screen. So let's just get that back up. There we go. VRA, Veracity's okay. I don't personally hold it or like it. Veracity's not a bad project though. It's just not for me. It's been on some strong runs as well, and it could carry on. I think Gensler has to quit before the HSE boots him, but think it's too early. Yeah, I think Gensler will walk, but when the time is right for him, I don't think we're going to force him out. Gensler's not gone. Gensler going at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, is a hoax. We had the same hoax in 2022. There's no foundation for these rumours whatsoever. And indeed, the only news article relating to it is saying that it's fake. There's no confirmed source, therefore, as far as everyone's concerned, it's fake. I think the initial pump on XRP this evening was possibly because of the rumour coming out, but we've since realised that, you know what, it smells a bit fishy. What do I think the market's going to do? I do not know. I do not try and predict what the market's going to do if I can avoid it. Bitcoin is basically leading the market. It is consolidating just over 30K. We can see here we've had 7 days around this mark. A little bit of volatility, but we're basically... the medium line is about 30, but it is pretty bad. Okay, so you can see here, back in April, we consolidated at the same level and then came. I think with the stochastic RSI being up high, I would expect it to maybe slowly bleed out on the daily, come down a bit lower. There we go. Right, the problem should stop now. If you've experienced any visual or audio problems, it should stop now. The update's done. So there was an update going on in the background that apparently shouldn't have affected the studio, but it clearly did. And I lost all of you for a little while, so I do apologize. So Bitcoin, very unpredictable. On daily, we need to come down a little bit, maybe test the 29.5 level. If we lose that, it would 28.5. And then really, if we go down past 25, then we've got big issues. I'd expect a pullback, quite significant pullback at some point, maybe come back down and test 25 again. But for me, I'm quite happy with the way the market is for Bitcoin anyway. Bitcoin dominance is going to stay high, I think, because we've got these ETFs, and that's really what's powering the upside. Matrix AI Network, not familiar with that one at all, I'm afraid. Wish I was a trader. Graph up and down 5% every day last week. Yeah, I mean, if you're a trader and you've got the patience and the record keeping skills, and you know what the patterns are, there are some really predictable projects out there. Link is pretty similar. Link's been living in quite a strong channel for a while. So this is the daily on Link. It's broken down a little bit, but you can see here for quite a while it was very, very obvious. It would get to $10 and just drop all the way down to like nearly $5.50. We've gone down below that recently, and we are recovering. So if this trend continues, it would continue upward. However, of course, we've got an exhausted stochastic RSI, which I'd expect to flatten out soon. But there are some projects with currently living in trends like this. And you can take advantage of those 2 or 3 times really before they break down. So there are definite opportunities out there to trade, but I'm not a trader. Does TA actually help in crypto? It does for me, even as a long-term investor. For me, it would say, is now a good time to take an entry point, or might we pull back? And as I said, at the moment for me on Bitcoin, as a long-term investor, I'm waiting to see what happens. We've been here before and we've rejected, so I'm not going to put in any large amounts or put in any special amount of DCAing until I know what's going to happen here. So if Bitcoin comes down on a red candle, then I'll probably DCA strongly. If it continues to the upside, I might just hold fire completely. But yeah, it helps me. Some people live by the charts, and I don't. I will DCA into what I like, but I will wait for the right moment in the market in terms of red candles, green candles. I don't chase green candles, and if the market's generally green, I take my foot off the gas and I stop for a little while. Matic is staying pretty low at the moment. It did get mentioned by the SEC. It's still a good project. It is a fantastic project. Lots of partnerships, very, very strong. I sold all my Matic 6 months ago because I said I didn't think there was a high enough ROI in it. That's clearly changed now. 60, 70 cents, changes the ROI. It has been mentioned by the SEC as a possible security, but it has got the strength to maybe pull through that. Let's have a look. Matic currently 67 cents, which is pretty darn low. It's not been that low since July 2022. We've had lots of partnerships announced since then. We could see it come down further if the market collapsed. Yes, we could. Can you remember that? Matic at 32 cents? That was insane. Can't believe I didn't fill my bags then. But yeah, for me personally, we've seen it up very, very high in the bear market. I think we could probably see it there again. It is a good project. It's a very, very good project. Hey, Winnie, how are we doing? Where do you stake your DOT? I use Uphold, but they stopped. Phil, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've obviously got a lot in the Polkadot parachain auctions, but the only place I now stake my DOT is on Swissborg. There's a link up there in the top corner. I am a shareholder. I am an affiliate with Swissborg. Let me just go and shut this curtain a minute. There we go, that's better. So, yes, so Swissborg, I get a daily yield, and it is a real yield. So whatever they earn from staking the DOT themselves, they give that to you as a real yield. So I'm earning about anywhere between 5.5% and 6% on my DOT, and I get that every single day. So Swissborg genuinely is the only place I'm staking that at the moment. Other than that, it's in the Polkadot parachain auctions. So yeah, check out Swissborg. You might get a little bit of a reward for joining as well if you're not already a member. And Swissborg's going to get very, very interesting. They got some fantastic updates soon. I'm going to do some videos on Swissborg actually because they got some brilliant updates coming out. I'm really bullish on it. I don't want to spend too much time on it on the live because people think I'm shilling it, and I do love it. And there's a fine line between telling you why I think it's good and shilling. I'm trying to maintain that balance at the moment. OKX, yeah, OKX is an option. There are lots of places you can stake it, but as I said, I only really like Swissborg right now. It's a long-term investment platform as well. It's not a trader's platform, so you don't get people selling off on there. So much for me having a crypto weekend. It never pans out with kids. No, it does not. Did the charts tell you Matic will moon? Well, Matic did moon, but it didn't do a 5x like my AI coins did. There's a video I told you on TikTok. I was selling my Matic tokens to invest in things with a higher ROI. I invested in 3 AI projects, all of which 4 or 5x'd. Matic did not 4 or 5x. I think I sold my Matic at about $1.18, and it went up to $1.50, $1.60. So trust me, I did the right thing with my Matic. I made much more money from those other projects than Matic did. So there you go. Matic mooned in its own way, and this is my whole point. A large cap like Matic, when it moons, doesn't give you a lot of profit. Small caps do. If you're not an affiliate, it's 2%. Yeah, is it 2%? I know I've got I know I'm on a Premier tier. So yeah, 2%. I mean, it's still daily and it's still real yield, so it's realistic. Nexo's 13%. Damn, that's good. But I don't trust Nexo, I've got to be honest. If someone's still offering 13% on Polkadot, I wouldn't trust it. But that's just me. I don't know how Nexo fund that. Free Bitcoin in 5 days. Oh, what's that from? Free Bitcoin. Yes, please. I'll have some of that. Apparently, you can get Bitcoin on Uphold as well. So that Uphold, that XRP reward card that I've said about, again, There's another link in my bio for that. But 4% spend rewards for XRP. Apparently, if you sign up to that, there's a chance to get Bitcoin on that as well. So maybe some people want to check that out. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, yeah, as I said, Matic, the charts did tell me it was going to pump, but I know because it's a large cap, it's not going to give me that much return. So I was more than happy just to stick my money into something else that would offer a better ROI, and lo and behold, I was right. So yeah, the charts can tell you so much, but you can make money from other places. You don't have to stay in the same project all the time. Starting to rebuild DOT on Nexo, but a few people hate Nexo. I love it. Well, this is it, Nexo. I know you've said a few times on Nexo, you do something that gives you some free transfers in some currency. So that's pretty cool. The fact that they do that as well. So you don't pay a fee on some of your transfers each month. I like that. But it's just, as I said, like you're saying, some people don't like it, and I don't understand how they can pay people those interest rates. I was going to ask you how to opt to pay with crypto on Uphold as opposed to GBP. It's actually more simple than you think. So if you transfer crypto to Uphold, or if you buy crypto on Uphold, if you go onto the card, so if you swipe left on the app and pull the card details across, at the top, there's a drop down that says GBP on it, or whatever currency you're buying. Just click on that and you can change it to your crypto, and it'll start spending that instead. It is so much more simple than you think. So yeah, swipe left, go to the card, there's a drop down, and you just choose what currency you want to spend. But if you haven't got the currency in there, it won't offer it to you. So if you've only got GBP, for example, it won't offer you to spend HBAR. If you're going to spend Bitcoin, then of course it'll say Bitcoin. Do I use Zoom Wallet? Yes, Zoom Wallet is where I transfer my XRP to store it. I earn it on Uphold from the reward card, and I transfer it straight off to Zoom Wallet. It's a non-custodial wallet. It's really, really good. It's obviously built for XRPL. It's brilliant. Do I think Revolut is safe or okay to buy and hold crypto? The thing to remember about Revolut is the only crypto you can transfer off of there is Bitcoin. Everything else, you're kind of just doing like an investment platform. So you're not buying crypto. You don't own that crypto with Revolut at all. As you do with most exchanges, you don't own that crypto. It's just numbers on the balance sheet. With Revolut, though, you can only transfer out Bitcoin. A lot of people use it though because you got the card that you can spend abroad, but most of those reward cards do that now anyway. But Revolut's okay. I mean, I've used it, and you certainly can earn some free crypto on it as well. So with Revolut, you can get some free Polkadot, some free Uniswap, I think, at the moment, as well as one or two other things. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't hold my crypto on it because just like any other exchange, if they go pop, which isn't that likely with Revolut because they're not just a crypto thing, they're a bank thing. But if they do, then your crypto's gone. Borrowed $50 of Nexo to check it. Interest is high, but I get it free as they love you. I bet they do, Ned. You do love your Nexo, and that, like I said, if you find something you like, that's great. I mean, it's just, I think Nexo's a slightly risky platform for me. That's all. I'm very pro Swissborg because it's a sensible investing platform with sensible return in fees. That's all. I like the way they're doing things. I like the fact you got KYC. I like the fact that they're registered in Europe. They are a registered entity. I would have chosen to store it safely on my ledger, but the staking was doing my head in. Nexo's so easy. Yeah, the staking on ledger isn't that straightforward. You're absolutely right, and I haven't actually tackled it yet. I've locked mine up in other ways. My Moonbeam is locked up in the governance collator service, as is my Moonriver, as is my ICP. My Polkadot's in the parachains. So Polkadot is now the only thing that I'm actually staking in Swissborg, and there's no staking going on for me anywhere else, purely because I want to maintain control of it. That's all. I use Revolut to go to the pub, load it up, and just need the card when it's empty or go home. Steve, if that's the case, mate, I'm not trying to show you it, but use Uphold. Uphold, you get 4% back in XRP. So you just load that up with your crypto, and then you go spend it, and you earn 4%. Easy peasy. So Revolut is good because it's got the card, but Uphold's just as good. And you don't need the physical card. You can use it on Google Pay or whatever. Nexo fan great ramp. Yeah, again, Nexo is a good. It's one of the few remaining on-off ramps as well. Again, Swissborg do that. It's all encompassing, but there are lots of options. There are definitely lots of options. And Nexo, like I said, Nexo, if you're happy with it, it seems to be doing the job. Neg certainly loves it. I've never really used it. I know other people that have used it and walked away from it, but yeah, it seems okay. Staking massive. Has Gensler gone? Chris, as far as I'm aware, Gensler has not gone. The only stories coming up on Crypto Panic are the fact that it appears to be a fake rumor. The nearest I can get that it is an unconfirmed anonymous source within the SEC. That basically means it's bull. It's bull. We had the same story in August 2022 as well, remember? So these hoaxes do happen. Until it's from a confirmed source, I would not believe it. Not at all. Do I have a link? Yeah, Steve, if you go to my profile, in there is my Slink app link. If you go down in there, somewhere near the bottom, there's an Uphold link. Just use that, blast it in there. As I said, I think if you transfer and trade some crypto as well, you get free Bitcoin. So, spend your crypto, get 4%. You can spend fiat and get 2%. But obviously you get there's a small 70 pence fee on anything under $200. So I just do $200 at a time and spend crypto, get my 4%. But yeah, the link's in the bio, dude. There's a Swissborg link there as well, but Uphold is actually in my bio. What is my Bitcoin target for 2024, 2025? I actually don't have one because currently I don't hold Bitcoin. What I would expect it to do it in the bull run, I would hope to see all-time high plus a little bit more. With these ETFs, you've got to be more bullish about the price. Adoption is everything with Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin gets ETF adoption in the markets, I do think it'll do 70K plus. More than likely, I think we could tap 100K in the bull run. But I'm not actually trading Bitcoin. I don't have a price target per se. Uphold makes everything 4% cheaper, no brainer. Yeah, me and Tango, we love Uphold. We're smashing that every month. Any thoughts on HBAR? HBAR's got great utility, great team, great partners. It's just a bit too utilitarian, and actually the tokenomics aren't that great anymore either. They keep dumping more tokens on the market. Uphold is great. I was trying to find a way of paying my household bills with it. Yeah, I mean, if you couldn't, I've been doing the same. I've got to be honest. I've been trying to think, what else can I pay from my Uphold card? Bricks and Slide Gala Army. I'm not going to answer that one, buddy. I've already had one rant about the Gala tokenomics today and what it's done. But yeah, I know you love your Gala, and it is a contender. It's got really strong utility, branching out into movies and music. It's looking very, very bright for Gala. I just wish the tokenomics had been a bit kinder over the last year. Bitcoin's a dying dinosaur. You could view it that way, but we seem to be picking up institutional, favoritism for it. It's had ETFs, and you've got to remember as well, Asia's looking to pick up some ETFs in Bitcoin as well. Singapore is probably going to be a lot more friendly than anywhere else. Just because the SEC are declining it or saying that the current filings and requests are insufficient doesn't mean that Asia aren't going to grant them. So I think we'll see them in Asia before we do in the US. I've got to be honest. Hoping bull would be in 2024, but everyone seems to say 2025. Yeah, we've got to remember, Phil. I mean, we went briefly through this earlier on. The last halving was like May 2020, and then it went parabolic. So we have to assume it's going to be a similar pattern this time. I do think we'll have slightly more adoption, but I just think that might mean that Bitcoin goes up quicker. So the halving was in May 2020, which is about here. And, after a few weeks, it then went parabolic. It came all the way back down and went up again. That structure might change, but ultimately, I think we stick the same way. The halving's in about 300 days, so just less than a year. So I would say, where are we now? We're in July now, so I would say probably about April, May again. We'll have the halving. I think it's due April. The halving's due April. And then maybe into June, July 2024, we then start going up. I think that would be what I'm looking for. Gala Army. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go, as I said, we covered Gala earlier, and I think yesterday as well, about the tokenomics and the fact that it diluted so much. It doesn't stop it being a good project with a good team, and it's doing good things. So if you're happy to absorb those losses and hope that it goes parabolic, good on you. It's just not for me. Just not for me right now. So right, let's have a look. So has anything changed on the Ripple stories? Let's have a look at XRP. Still just fake news. Nothing else has been released since. Okay, that's good. Let's have a look at Bubbles. Bubbles generally 50-50 green and red today. A little bit more red than green, maybe you could argue on some of these. The last hour has been quite positive, so that's looking good. The week's been really good for Storage, actually. Storage is having a really good run. Still only $137 million market cap, which is pretty impressive for that. I think that's got some headroom. I might actually have a look at Storage soon. On the month, it's only up 13%. And on the year, down 47%. So there's still headroom on Storage, I think. I might take a good, strong look at that one. I haven't thoroughly researched it, but I will do one day. PYR, is that Vulcan Forge? Vulcan Forge I don't know too much about. I know that it was massively, massively hyped up. It was one of the last launches in the bull run, I think, that Dowmaker did, wasn't it? So it was massively hyped. There was huge price action. Most of these games got pretty pants tokenomics. Let's go and have a look at PYR. As I said, I'm not overly familiar with it. So we'll go and check it out. So currently $3.28, market cap 89 million, fully diluted 164. So you're looking about, well, it says here 54% circulating supply. So that's not bad, but not awful. All-time highs. Let's have a look. All-time high, surprise, surprise, November 2021 in the bull run, about $45. So you got a 15x back up to the all-time high price. Let's look at the market cap though, because the market cap there was 845. So you've actually got to get about a 9x to get back to that. So, the market cap is what you need to look at. The market cap, you need a 9x. So if it 9x is now to get to that market cap, your price won't be $45. It'll be about 27. So the number of tokens in circulation must have therefore nearly doubled. So it was very popular, but the tokenomics on that one will have hurt it. But that's what all the gaming ones do. The gaming ones were all released with low supplies, and they've all diluted it. The question is can you use it? Is it utility any good? Does it have good partnerships ready? Or is it just a project in development? Atom, I really like Atom. The only thing is about Atom, obviously, is it's a layer 0 competitor to Polkadot. I like them both, but I hold a lot of Polkadot, therefore I do not have any Atom at the moment. GRT, not one I personally hold right now, but it's a decent use case. It's just not in my portfolio, and therefore I don't know too much about it. Let's have a look, though, because the graph has had a lot of coverage recently. Have I decided on my exit levels for the bull run? I've decided on most of them, yes, absolutely. One thing I didn't do, obviously I started in the last bull run and I didn't have targets set up properly. I was a complete newcomer to crypto and didn't appreciate the volatility. So I will be setting sell targets on the way up or on the way down, I don't care, but they'll be my targets, preferably taking profit on the way up. But the graph, let's have a look. Current market cap, 1 billion, price 11.5 cents. All-time highs, let's check that out. So it was early in the bull run. It didn't come back very strongly in the latter half, but you had $2.29. So you're looking at about 22x on the price. Let's have a look at the market cap, though. Market cap all-time high is 5.73 billion. So only a 5.5x to all-time high market cap, but 22x to all-time high on price. So a very large shift in tokenomics there from the graph. So if you're hoping to get back to the token price of $2.32, you need a 22x on the current market cap. That takes you to 22 billion, which would be about 4 times higher than its previous high. Not likely in the next bull run, but it is a good project. Long term, it may well happen. But if you're looking at bull run prices, I would not be looking at the price. Look at the market cap. I think at the moment it's sat at a 5x to all-time high, so I'd be very cautious about that as an investment. But the good thing is, it's got a large amount of circulating supply. You know, you've got a total supply of 10.6, 9 in supply. Fully diluted, it's 1.25 billion. So, you know, a 4 or 5x back up to all-time high on market cap. But do not expect that 22x on the price, because your market cap is obviously the key. It won't stop at 2025. It will carry on. Pack your bags. Very true, Eric. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to give... I'm being asked for bull run prices, but you're absolutely right. These prices won't just stop in the bull run. They will carry on long term. Thought you were raining. I'm not buying more. Chucked a little in red this morning. Doubled my money very quickly. Very nice. Any AI coins I'm looking at? I'm looking at some of the bigger ones. So things like Agix, Singularity. They're decent. But I'm also looking at some very small caps. I did mention them earlier today, so I'll mention them again. Things like Deep Brain Chain had a decent run. Ori Chain's tokenomics are awful, but even that 4 or 5x in the AI narrative that we had earlier in the year. So I do look at small caps. I think that, you know, although they may not be as popular, they are much more volatile. And if there's an AI narrative that explodes, they're much more likely to give you those 4 or 5x returns more reliably than hoping for a 10x on something big. But yeah, AI coins, there's still a strong narrative around, and I think that will continue for some time into the bull run. Do I think the gaming tokens will bounce back in the bull run, Sand and Mana, etc.? I think some of them will. First to market and market leaders, they'll be around a while. I think a lot of what came out was just jumping on the trends. We will probably never see an end product. But Sand and Mana, very different beasts. Illuvium, I don't think will ever come back to all-time high. Illuvium's probably another one, actually, that probably had awful tokenomics. Let's have a look. If you can hear my dog slurping away, I do apologise. So Illuvium currently $46, let's say, $152 million market cap, 35% fully diluted. So maximum supply 9.6 million, 3.3 in circulation. So about a third in circulating supply, which isn't great. Looking at the all-time chart, of course, the all-time high on Illuvium was ridiculous, 1,800. That puts it at about a 36x or more, maybe even a 40x from where we are now. That's on price. So the price was 40 times higher. Again, always look at the market cap, because the market cap is 1.2 billion. That's about an 8x from where we are right now. So you've got an 8x on the market cap or a 40x on the price. There's a big difference there. A lot of tokens have been released during the bear market, and they've drained a lot of the value out, diluted the supply horrifically. Illuvium did look good. Will it ever actually get out there and dominate the market? I don't know. But these gaming tokens and these metaverse tokens were all the same. They were all released with low supplies, and they've slowly sold off the circulating supplies throughout the bear market, which you're paying for when you buy more. So just bear that in mind when you look at these things. It's not just price, it's market cap. It's very, very important. Will Cardano go back to its all-time high? I personally think Cardano is too big, and Cardano is doing some good things, but not enough to make it competitive. Long term, we don't know. I mean, people do like Cardano. Just like I think Polkadot's the only true competitor to Ethereum, a lot of people think Cardano's a competitor to Ethereum as well. I don't know. I'm not a Cardano specialist. It's currently 29 cents. Market cap is 10 billion still. So the market cap's still really big, despite a lot of people not really liking it. So it's clearly got some support somewhere. Maximum supply 45 billion, circulating supply 36 billion. So pretty good tokenomics. Again, let's just look at the all-time highs. So the price all-time high was, let's say, $3. Keep it nice and simple. So about a 10x from where we are now. Market cap all-time high, 94 billion. So about a 10x from where we are now. So they're about the same. The tokenomics haven't changed. So it could get back to all-time high if it's got the same amount of support and if it's as popular. It was around in the previous bear market, and this last bull run, was much stronger. So it indicates that it is getting stronger as time goes on, and it can handle a bear market. This bear market has also stayed much more higher than the price during the last bear market. So that's positive for Cardano. It's possible it could happen. Solana, with my personal hat on, I don't like Solana. as a network, it's not safe, it's not reliable. The only reason it did well was because of the NFT runs that we had last bull run. However, they're looking to change a lot of things. I've yet to see anything really improve the security, but they've got some good partnerships. They've got a good ecosystem. They've got a good following. But I think Solana was a big VC project. I think there's a lot of liquidity being pulled out of that. I mean, it's currently $19, market cap $8 billion. Fully diluted, that market cap is $10.6 billion. So you've got about 80% of the circulating supply out there. So I don't personally like the technology on it. I'm looking at other things that I believe are much, much better than Solana, but it will still be popular. So the price of the token all-time high was $252. You're looking at about a 12x on that, back up to all-time high. Market cap currently $8 billion, all-time high 76. So about a 9x, 9.5x on that. So the tokenomics have changed slightly, not horrifically, but it will be harder to get back up to that price. All-time high would have to be absolutely smashing it. NFTs would have to be just as popular, and the network would have to sort its security out. So it would be hard work, but it's possible. On my ledger, I have 2 accounts of Sand, ETH, and Polygon. Can I merge them together? The Fox, honestly, I don't know. I have never done anything that complicated on the ledger at all. I've hardly ever used it. Have I looked at Hacken? Got a small bag of it. Completely honest with you, Mark, I don't believe that Hacken requires. I think it is the same Hacken that is the audit company. I don't see why an auditing crypto company need a token. You don't need it to pay for their services, even. So I don't really know why it exists. I've never researched it properly for that reason. I think Lossless, if you're looking for a security token, Lossless is the only one with a proven track record of working. Lossless's code gets put into a project's code, so it can act as a security blanket. So if they're ever hacked or if NFTs are ever stolen, it kind of acts as a way of recovering those on the blockchain. Some people might not like that because it's kind of a bit of a backdoor to the crypto, but it's going to be helpful in terms of security. So if you're looking at security plays, I would go for something like Lossless, where it's got a proven track record in what it does in the crypto space, not just as an auditing company. I might be wrong. Hacker might do a lot more, but I believe from my initial review on it last year, that's all it was doing. The Graph GRT, funnily enough, as the number one AI coin. What's my thoughts on Affinity for the next bull run? A little worried of how low it's going. Affinity, just like all the parachain projects, they are going very, very low. You've got to remember, a lot of the initial supply on Affinity was free for parachain users. So people like me have been getting it for free. I haven't sold any, but I didn't have a lot. But you can imagine some big holders of Affinity are doing well. Now, if you like Engine, an Engine token, which is a big gaming token, Affinity is their layer 1 platform. That's what it is. So if you like gaming and metaverse and you like the Engine token, you should really be looking at Affinity because that's their layer 1 platform. I really like Affinity, even though I'm not hugely into the metaverse and gaming. I appreciate the layer 1s there for Affinity and Engine. I think it could do really, really well. So currently 5.3 cents, market cap 34 million, maximum supply 2 billion, in circulation 635. So again, about less than 1/3 in circulation. So we're going to see a dilution of this as well. There was some excitement in the bull run about it, but again, there wasn't much supply. So you're going to see here a high of $2.30. That's what, a 46x from where we are. Market cap wise is currently 34. It was 384. So you've got a 10x on market cap and like a 46x on the price. So I don't think the price is going to return to that level for a very long time. It could actually get even harder to get anywhere near it. But a 10x is possible if you're looking at market cap instead of price. So we could see 50 cents maybe in the next bull run. I hope so. But I got mine for free in the parachain, so I'm not overly bothered. It was free money in effect. But, we'll wait and see. But as I've been saying all evening, be aware of the difference between price and market cap. Tokenomics are hugely important. When you're looking at projects that were already around 2 years ago, tokenomics can completely change and wipe out any gains. Chili's I'm not overly familiar with. There is a lot of support for it. It's a good project. That's about as much as my knowledge. I couldn't give you any guesses on price or action on that one. Gary Gensler, bye Mr. Burns. I mean, as far as I'm aware, that's still not confirmed. It's still a rumor in the rumor mill. I don't personally think it's true. It's the same story that came out in August 2022. An anonymous source within the SEC basically means it's bullshit, as far as I'm concerned. So the latest story on that is just that it's unconfirmed, fake rumors of possible resignation. There's no confirmed source on that whatsoever. Thank you for the follows, people. I do appreciate that. Thank you for smashing the likes as well. I appreciate that too. If I had £1,000, what would I invest it in, DOT or AVAX? I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you what to put it in, but I can confirm that I am still DCAing into DOT. I do not hold any AVAX. So I've not answered your question, but I've told you what I'm doing. Lossless is in the top 6. Maybe just hold on to a little while of HAI. You never know. Yeah, you don't know. And as I said, I don't know Hacken that well. I don't know what they're doing. They could have had a lot of partnerships in the last year. I could have the use case completely wrong. It's a long time. But for me, as I said, I'd rather hold something like Lossless as a proven security use rather than an auditing company. I don't see the need for a token if they're just auditing crypto projects, unless they're intending to do something like Lossless, which I haven't heard of yet. Did I ever deep dive near? Not deep dive it. No. I do like the idea of the blockchain operating system that got. I do like near. I still need to go much deeper on it. I'm still harassing them for that AMA that I was not promised, but we said we could make it happen. So I want that AMA, and hopefully that'll be in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, it's in the top right. It's completely free. I don't. It's you don't pay for anything in there. You're just there. You can ask for people's help and advice in there. It's a really good community, and it's not always crypto chat. Some of it's just good bants. Marky, you're always welcome, buddy. Not a problem. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Lisa, thank you for the garden gnome. 14 garden gnomes. I didn't see them sneak in. Thank you very much for the gifts. Sincerely appreciate that. Thank you very, very much indeed. But yeah, the XRP is just a rumor at the moment. So let's have a look. Let's check in with the price of XRP and see how many people are falling for this story. So we're on the weekly at the moment. Let's zoom into the hourly. Let's get this in the right place. So yeah, we're kind of holding this position at 48 cents at least. We seem to be consolidating there. So although we've had this big wick, this big candle, and we have come back down on it, we have maintained that. So 48 cents, which looks like we're trying to fight to maintain. The stochastic on the RSI on the hourly as well is very low. It's just turning up, which would indicate the volume's picking up again. So that's good. So that's the hourly. 4 hourly stochastic RSI is quite high. It did come down a little bit, but it's on its way back up again. So we might even touch 49 and a half cent again before the next 4 hours is up. But I think on the daily, stochastic RSI has got some headroom. So the hourly, the 4 hourly, and the daily all fighting really. We need the volume to come in, and it looks like we've got that at the moment. But I think that's probably to do with the rumor mill. So really don't know what XRP is going to do. Filecoin's decent. I don't currently hold any. There's a lot of competition from lower caps as well. So I think even if I was interested in Filecoin in terms of adding it to my portfolio, me being me, I'd probably go for something with a lower cap with a possible ROI that might be healthier. But that's just the way I'm operating at the moment. I don't like large caps because I'm here to invest and make money. So Filecoin, of course, already a $2 billion market cap. Fully diluted, it's actually 8 billion because there's only 25% of the circulating supply out there. So that's pretty bad. There's no maximum supply either. They can still mint more tokens. All-time high on Filecoin price is $186. That is crazy. I've got to work this out now. It's 45. 46. I'm going to say 46x to all-time high. Market cap at the moment 2 billion. Actually, all-time high 12. So you've got 6 billion to back up to all-time high on market cap, as opposed to a 46x back to all-time high on price. So I would definitely not look at the price of Filecoin. I would look at the market cap. You've got a possible 6x to all-time high if it ever goes back there. So don't think you're going to get back up to $188 anytime soon. If you did that, as I said, 46x, your market cap would basically be 100 billion. And it's never been there. It's been to 12. My top 5 coins for the next bull run. I did a video about my top 5 altcoins that I'm still buying, but that's a slightly different question. So my stacks at the moment, I've basically got. I'll read it off for you actually right now. So my portfolio at the moment, actually, I currently hold more DOT than I do Glimmer. That was the other way around a little while ago, but it's basically DOT, Glimmer, MUX Protocol, XRP. I'll ignore USDC. So I basically got DOT, Glimmer, MUX Protocol, XRP, and Quant. They're my top 5. I've got ICP and Moonbeam there as well, and quickly coming up the list is Swissborg. But they're my top holdings. That's what I'm going for at the moment. So yeah, not necessarily what I'm buying. That's a slightly different question. I have put a video out there. There's a TikTok out there for my top 5 altcoins that I am buying. There's a longer version on YouTube as well, which explains why and my price ambitions for that. What's my thoughts for next week? I'm assuming you mean Bitcoin because you've had a look at that. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I really don't try and chart Bitcoin in terms of price prediction. It's just like, is it a good time or is it not? I think if you're on... What time frame are you on for a head and shoulders? BTC day chart, make a trend line from 2 shoulders. Where now is the price? I don't quite understand what you mean. HMRC refund due into Glimmer, I think. Yeah, it's been hammered. I just keep buying it. I think Glimmer could do very, very well. It's a layer 1 smart contract platform. They did do very well in the bull run, but Moonbeam doesn't have to do that well to get me a good return. I mean, if it gets to $4 billion market cap, I'm very, very happy. But we had layer 1s doing, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 billion in the bull run. So we'll see. Corgi AI on Kronos, DeFi wallet. I'm not into Kronos at the moment. I like the idea of crypto.com and DeFi and the DeFi wallet. I think it's good. And I've got some holdings on there, but I'm just very wary of anything that's centralized exchange related. I know Kronos is like the DeFi arm, but it's still one and the same. Gotta love a tax refund from 69k. Wow, okay, so you're going all the way back to 69k. I don't know. Is that what you're referring to there? That's a big head. That's a head and shoulders. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, to be honest with you. Okay then, folks. Right, I am going to start winding things up there. So if you don't follow me here already, please do. It absolutely helps. Also, pop over to YouTube, check out my altcoin video, give us a subscribe over there. That will really help me out. If you want to join the Discord, the link's right there. And also, if you were listening earlier about Uphold, there is a link to that in my bio as well. And of course, Swissborg's up there as well. But hop into the community, hop into the Discord, ask any questions. But I look forward to speaking to you all again very soon. Take care, and I will see you all soon.